Welcome to the Age of Aquarius. This is Amina, your survival guide in the Age of Aquarius. How you guys doing? I took a couple of days off, and yeah, I needed it. Okay. Whew. These readings are marked for Aquarius, but they're for the collective because we're in the Age of Aquarius. Interesting, right? A lot of people are going, is it the Age of Aquarius or we're going into it? We've been in it since 1962, February 4th. Look it up. Anyway, we are in the Age of Aquarius, solidly into it. And it started in the 60s with the flower children. Like I said, you'll get little tidbits of FYI as long as you hang around this channel. I've been doing 25 or more years of research regarding, well, everything going on the planet, because that's what was required of me to do my mission. Anyway, interesting energy coming up, but let's first get some, guess what? Woo! 528 hertz in our lives. This is the key that launches everything. A key to DNA repair, miracles, and healing. All right. It cures the memes. It is the key of me. Let's have some heart chakra energy so that we can get really acquainted with our heart chakra. Because if you notice, compassion and all that stuff is sorely missing these days. Take a deep breath in through your nose, nice and slow. Out through your mouth. Nice and slow. So you can really absorb the energy, heart chakra energy, and the information that you're getting ready to receive. One more time, because that one wasn't very good. Slow, deep breath. Really take it in. All right. Nice. All right. And we're out of focus. Don't know why. That's okay. Mercury is retrograde. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Can we get it to focus? Let's find out. There we go. All right. Lack of focus. All right. So let's look at the astrology. The astrology is interesting. We do have the moon in Gemini. And that being where it's at, in Gemini, that includes your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your bronchial tubes, and your lungs. And this reading is for the 24th of April, 2023. The energy can flow in or out 6 days, 3 days on one side, 3 days on the other of the date of the reading. So keep that in mind. We've had it flow as much as a couple of months. Because I went back and looked at some of my readings. I'm like, that's playing out right now. Anyway, so yeah, this reading is for all sun signs, can affect you in one way or another. Okay. And we had our solar eclipse, and That energy will be with us, hanging with us for a while. We have another one coming up, I believe it is May the 5th, if I remember right. Yes, May 5th, 6th, penumbral lunar eclipse. Only visible from Europe, Asia, Australia, Africa, Pacific, Atlantic, Indian Ocean, and Antarctica. Interesting. South Pole, right? So these last two, the solar eclipse wasn't visible on the northern hemisphere, and neither is the penumbral lunar eclipse. However, the energy is there regardless of whether you can see it or not. However, coming in October 14th, 2023, we have the annular solar eclipse. That will be visible for North America, South America, Pacific, Atlantic, Arctic, which is the North Pole, and Africa. Okay? Certain parts of Africa will be able to see it. Anyway, so we look forward to that treat, as long as the divine allows it. That one major one, I think it was 2017. I traveled to go see that, and a freak storm was not in the forecast, happened. And I mean freak storm. Torrential, really violent storm that was not in the forecast whatsoever. The conditions weren't even there for anything. It's supposed to be bright and sunny. Yeah. Sometimes the divine has other plans. Anyway, this energy with the Lahiri sidereal, which is your Vedic astrology, is about the same, of course, as your tropical, with just a shifting of sun signs with some of these planets. And yes, it's something I've talked about. As above, so below. That's the difference between the Vedic astrology and the tropical astrology. They're both relevant. Okay? A lot of people are like, no, this is more accurate. No, this is more accurate. And it's like, I'm feeling the energy from both of them, and they're both accurate. As above, so below. One's a view from the earth looking up, the other one's a view from outer space, from the heavens looking in. Basically, as above, so below. Okay. We have, now, keep in mind, this energy is, well, first of all, happy birthday to Vedic Aries. If your birthday's right now, you're actually Vedically in Aries. So make sure you look at Aries readings as well. Because you're sharing, if you're born in this time frame, clear up to at least the 17th, as far as I know, maybe further. Right in that vicinity, you're, well, up until the 17th, I think 16th, 17th, maybe somewhere in there, you will be a cusper Vedically between Aries and Taurus. Okay? So I'm going to say, and we are in Taurus season tropically. So happy birthday, Aries/Taurus. Okay? So keep that in mind. So definitely look at your Vedic charts to get a fuller picture of your readings. I know they say look at your other placements. That's cool too. That can be very beneficial, especially your rising sign, if you know what that is. But yeah. Also look at what you are Vedically on your sun sign and look at those readings, because I think that'll help you somewhat. Okay? So we have Mercury retrograde. Dum-da-da-dum. I don't see that as a bad thing. It's when it's in that shadow phase coming up to retrograde that stuff gets a little cray-cray. Now, some people evidently are experiencing Mercury retrograde at least communications wise. I think the worst of it is during the shadow phase, but that's just me. And just stumbling over words, but I think it's more, that's more a thing during shadow phase. Once it's solidly in its retrograde, then it's things returning from the past. And I mean, things, electronics and stuff during that shadow phase too, you'll notice, or things, washing machines, etc., might break down. Things that spin. That was in a reading a while back, and I'm like, what's going on? It's because of the Mercury shadow phase and stuff. So if you guys experienced any of that, do tell me, because I told you guys, warned you up front, could have problem with tires, wheels, washing machines, dryers, anything that turns, clocks, anything that has a circular motion of any kind. Okay? So, like, take for instance, I had trouble with my little robot vac. He started having weird errors for no apparent reason. And now he's fine. Yeah. So, and he's round and he can go in circles, right? So keep that in mind. Crazy things that go in circles. Yeah. So we have the moon entering in with Mars. Vedically, that happens in Gemini. Tropically, that happens in Cancer. So, so this fire energy being watered down in Cancer, the fire energy of Mars being watered down in Cancer. And then Vedically, Black Moon Lilith is in Cancer. And Mars is in Gemini. But tropically, Black Moon Lilith is in Leo and Mars is in Cancer. And then we have the Wounded Warrior, Chiron, over in Aries. But guess what? Vedically, it's in Pisces. So all those signs are affected by that energy. And our fire, I've been describing, it takes water, fire, earth, and air in a balance, right? And right now our fire energy is very wonky because of the Wounded Warrior being in Aries and Black Moon Lilith in Leo, and then Mars getting watered down in Cancer. So fire energy is super wonky. The only one holding up the fire energy right now is Sag. So if you're a Sag or a Sag rising, congratulations. You guys are carrying the load, okay, for all this other fire energy that's just not holding its weight, is the way it feels, okay? And that's not totally their fault. Not that they can't make right action, right choices, because they should, but it doesn't mean they will. Okay? If they don't understand the planets that they're dealing with and get their emotions, because they're getting watered down hard, if they don't get their emotions in check, and realize that the planets are heavily affecting them, and they choose wrong action, unfortunate. But it is what it is. So keep that in mind. So if you're dealing with any fire signs, particularly Leo or Aries, yeah, you just hope that they've elevated consciousness enough that they realize that those planets could be causing some of their issues. Also, we have the North Node in Libra Vedically, in Scorpio tropically, or the South Nodes, sorry. And that's past. So Libra and Scorpio, things from the past. Especially for you on this retrograde coming back. Okay? Or you coming back into somebody's sphere, so to speak. Anyway, keep in mind, we have the planet of Pluto, and it is a planet, regardless of how they try to downgrade it. It's part of the system. If you look at the, all you have to do is look at, well, the solfeggio notes, the 9, right? And, well, it's all about the math. But anyway, I digress. Pluto, 0 degrees in Aquarius, but it's 6 degrees in Capricorn vedically. So that's earth and air. And keep in mind, Saturn tropically had moved into Pisces, but vedically it's in Aquarius. So we still have that judge and jury kind of energy. So we're being tested. It's like we're all being tested. Do we make the grade? You know, have we ascended enough spiritually, evolved humanity-wise? Unfortunately, for those of us that are really awake, we look at the rest of the world and go, they've all lost their minds. They're just absolute, utter lunatics. And you just have to take a deep breath and realize things will change. It's just going to take time. So, it's interesting because when you start seeing the machine for what it is, you're able to live above it, kind of this energy flying above this maze, the labyrinth, flying above it, a different perspective. It's very hangman energy, but at the same time, it's a much grander hangman. This card 20. So let's get into that. So it feels like some sort of good luck coming our way. And that's what the last reading was indicating too. Not that, remember the yin yang of this particular energy, but the taking the good with the bad. It feels like it's like this weird struggle going up and down. So I think the 2s and the 5s, which to me, a 5 is just a 2 turning itself inside out and getting undressed. They're very similar in a lot of ways. New building and change energy, right? It's very interesting, this whole thing with these cards. This one in the middle, she's blindfolded. This is very Two of Swords-y kind of energy. She's blindfolded, so it's something she's not seeing coming. You know, if you look at the Hangman, you know, there's observation happening, and that's what this card is. But there's something you can't quite observe. And the other thing that really stands out to me is these horses going both directions out away from her. It's like, it almost feels like parting of the seas, and that's what I actually heard in my head, parting of the seas. It's like, if you look at this card very closely, look what's in her hand. One of the other cards that has that little tiny star with the lock, but look, she's got the key with the wings. Okay? So she's got what she needs. She doesn't need to see directly. She just needs to feel for it. And whatever this energy is, it splits off into 2, going in opposite directions. That's interesting, right? Anyway, let's read from the book. Card 20, flying. This is over the labyrinth. This is above the fray, above the noise, above the din of humanity at its worst. Well, near worst. It could get worse, trust, but we're going to try to avoid that. Hopefully, we'll get enough of this heart chakra, 528 hertz, into people via the water that we can, they talk about, here's the thing. We want to fight this war, but without weapons. How do we fight a war without weapons? How do we do that precisely? This is your key right here. 528 hertz. That's how you fight a war without weapons. This is the weapon. You get that energy into the water, and it changes everything. It's miracles. Heart chakra. Re-engaging the zombie apocalypse. That's what I call it. Re-engaging them. Putting their heart chakra back into the mix. Anyway, card 20. You have the power to see things from a higher perspective. Upright. If you were a bird flying high in the air, what would you see? When you soar above life's challenges and opportunities, a new perspective becomes available. Today you have invisible wings that allow you to swiftly bring your circumstances into alignment with your highest purpose. Have you ever asked yourself, what is your purpose? Why are you here? What do you really want to be doing? What you should be doing is what brings you complete joy, because it no longer feels like work, because it's something you really want to be doing. That's what you were born to do. That's why you incarnated during this time. It is the age of Aquarius. Has been for a while. All right. This is a sign that your waiting is over, that all your hard work has paid off, and the things you'd hoped for are no longer beyond your scope. You have the ability to reach for the stars and find one with your name on it. She gets on that horse and she finds that star. You guys are going to get on your horse and you're going to find your star, your purpose. Spread your wings and soar. The angels are waiting for you. All right, for those of you that need to hear this, reversed. When you see the flying card reversed, it's a gentle reminder that there are times to take flight and times to remain grounded. And for now, you must avoid overreaching. There is still work to be done before you earn your wings. Be patient. What you seek will not be out of reach forever. Remember the story of Icarus in Greek mythology, whose wax-made wings and overconfidence brought him too close to the sun. He perished because he didn't realize his limitations. Humility is a great power, and now you must exercise it. Doing too much too fast, too soon, only serves to prevent a beautiful flight later on. It's funny because that idea of trips did pop into my awareness with flights going in all directions. And this is like air traffic control and they can't see. So with Mercury retrograde, there might be some faux pas with a control tower. Just saying. So those of you that are in that line of work, yeah, at least they're flying away from each other. So I'm not feeling like anything super bad. but it feels like there might be some confusion on some flights. For some of you, this could be confusion just over what flight you're supposed to be on. Just saying. Okay. Card 20. That breaks down to a 2 for those of you into the numerology, which I am too. You can't be into astrology and you can't really want to know about the Gnostic stuff, the hidden knowledge, unless you dive into numbers, because this whole place is nothing but, look at the Egyptian headdress. That's about light and sound waves, frequency. Okay? You can't do what you do and really lend it a lot of weight unless you know these things. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, I digress. So for those of you that are readers, I highly, highly recommend. You don't have to do anything, but I just recommend that you really look into the teachings behind the cards, behind the astrology, why the cards come out lining right up with what the astrology is saying. Okay? So keep that in mind. Anyway, card 7, the number 7, doesn't break down to anything. Lucky number 7. Into the unknown. So flying into the unknown. Something you don't see becomes seen. Okay? That's these two cards. Not seeing and then seeing because of this. Flying above the fray. Trust and all will be revealed. Upright, life is an adventure, and often new opportunities will arise that you won't know how to deal with. This is one of those times. You're required to trust that this new phase will reveal wonders and miracles as you step into unknown territory. Oh, you know, I did a reading predicting that someone was going to fly into somebody else's airspace and cause a problem. That happened. And I think that happens again. So that's a possibility in the news coming up. Imagine that you are not only a pathfinder, but a path maker. Now that is Aquarius. They are trendsetters. They follow no one. Because, they know all that stuff is nothing but a load of horseshit. Oh, the latest, greatest this and latest, greatest that. No. Not to an Aquarius, it's not. We're not the ones to run off the cliff with everybody else. We stand back and we look and we watch all the ding-dongs jump off the edge of the cliff and go, why? We ask why. We never stop. Whatever your inquiry, trust that you'll be safe. Stay aware as you discover new and marvelous territories and valuable treasures. Now, that pot of gold and that luck energy, that's hanging with us. It's in the air, okay? For those of you that can use this information reversed, inexperience plus overconfidence can lead into a dangerous situation for which you're unprepared. Always remember that wisdom comes from experience. Keep an open mind and enter this part of your journey with alert eyes. Don't assume you know this territory. You may not recognize what is hidden by camouflage. You may not recognize, what is hidden by camouflage. This is not a time for careless adventure. So adventuring's okay. Just do it with your eyes wide open. Okay? Okay. Now, Six of Wands. The Six of Wands. That is victory, the victory card. And that's the way most readers would tell you. But for me, it's being seen, recognized, noticed. Okay? So something that wasn't noticed gets noticed because of hangman energy, being above it all. Okay? That could mean a lot of things, from the macro to the micro. Okay? That could mean a great deal of things. This card is Jupiter in Leo, fixed fire. It's about reformation, courage, and good fortune. There we go with the fortune again. Lunar cycle, full moon. The sun is shining brilliantly, and the day is yours. The Six of Wands brings good fortune and recognition through your hard work, skilled leadership, and talents. You've worked through struggles, making headway toward a dream, and victory is in sight. You feel good about yourself and live life without fear as you move forward with confidence towards your goals. The key to the Six of Wands is recognizing that success is a stage in your evolution that will unfold into another challenge and another opportunity for achievement. The gift of the Six of Wands is believing in yourself, in your dreams and aspirations, having the focus and willpower to see them blossom into reality. The Six of Wands brings harmony after chaos. See, this is the chaos down here in the labyrinth. You're flying above it. Yep, untouched, unscathed. You're not having it. You're not going to be part of that messy nonsense. Okay? So, the Six of Wands brings harmony after chaos, victory and recognition after hard work. It can be a personal victory or a shared one. Regardless, success and acclaim are yours. Your dream has manifested. The Six of Wands opens the path to inner wisdom, deep understanding, and vision, spiraling out to new challenges and adventure. You have aligned with your soul self and purpose, empowering you to create your dreams. With the Six of Wands, you now understand how the law of attraction works in the broad spectrum of the cosmos. The spiritual warrior moves moves with courage and strength to bring light and advancement to the world. The Six of Wands, you have acquired strong leadership abilities of communication and teamwork, honoring and respecting those who supported you on your path to achievement. Your talent to work with people brings support, harmony, and inspiration to a group environment. Use the energy and excitement of your victory to ignite the passion in others to find and follow their soul self and dharma. The Six of Wands reminds one that ultimately your success, large or small, contributes to the collective evolution. Opportunities, renewal, expansion, and breakthroughs all come with the Six of Wands. It brings victory and good news. It blesses you with supportive friends and happy relationships. The Six of Wands gifts you with self-esteem and inner strength. It indicates good health or overcoming an illness. That's good news, right? If you guys have been using this 528 hertz, you may be overcoming those very things, because that's the key that launches it all. There is optimism about the future, but also the awareness that success is as cyclic as the sun sets and rises. Enjoy your victories. Use them to move toward your next goals. Remember, those who were there for you, be there for them. Always honor and thank Spirit for your gifts. Yes, we all forgot. I mean, There's so few that do it anymore that actually pray over their food, because you're pushing energy, light, and sound into the food, or thoughts, right? That's energy too. And remember the rice experiments where they put rice in 3 different ones. One they didn't do anything with, one they pushed nothing but hate at, and another one nothing but love, energy. 528 hertz, heart chakra energy. And the difference, they've done that with plants and all kinds of things. And the difference is amazing. It's because of frequency. This whole place, the holodeck, I call it, planet Earth, on this realm of existence, is nothing but waves of energy, of light and sound. And when you pray over your food, regardless of what it is, it changes the frequency of it so that it's better for your body. You see what I'm saying? You're basically coaching it with energy. Not kidding, it works. In the image of the 6 of Wands, the sunflower wands grow upward in full bloom, bringing joy, fulfillment, and success. The sun rises in the glowing heart, bringing inner strength and new promise. The heart is full and excited, ready for new adventure. The starry horse and rider gallop through the heavens of possibilities. The rider holds his star high, shining the way to his next accomplishment. The starry horse guides the rider through the dimensions of his dreams. Make sure you dream big. When you're dreaming, dream big. Don't dream small. Your dreams should be something big, something that you have to reach for. Just be careful not to do it too fast. Remember the story of Icarus. Slow and steady wins the race. Go all Taurus style on that, okay? Go all Earth sign energy. But ride high at the same time, that air energy, and have that fire, the passion. I know our fire energy is a little off, but thank goodness Sag isn't completely affected by it. So we do have a little bit of fire left in us, right? Anyway, link is in the description below. It's called the Marian Method. It brings profound results. You will notice, at least by the 7th, they tell me, time that you do it. I noticed it during the 5th and 6th time I did it. It's called the Marian Method. There is a playlist where that video is located, and it tells you how to go about using one of these to reconnect and to heal DNA. And what else do they say? Yes, miracles. This is heart chakra energy. This is what the earth and us all need. It's the launching point, the launching, right? And there's details in that video on exactly how to go about using one of these. If you need to acquire one, super high quality, I might add, there's a link to Sacred Waves, which supports our channel, in the description box below. And they have amazing sets. You can get just the 528. I highly recommend at least the 9 standard solfeggio, because we're going to be working with other energies besides this one. This is our launching point. This is the one that really matters. Okay? It's the center of the solfeggio, the me key. It cures the me-me's. Anyway, there's a link in the description. I also am offering readings for a time. Don't know how long, but if you would like to book one, the information is in the description box for that. Okay? Anyway, I hope you have a very good moon day. And yeah, keep plugging. Looks good. Looks like we're we're getting some headway and moving in the right direction. Have a great, great moon day.